First off, we're going to want to put a primer on our face to make sure that our galactically alien-y makeup stays on all day. Now we're going to highlight underneath our eyes, our forehead, nose, jawline, and chin. I find that doing a triangle method under your eyes helps cover up those bags a little bit better than any other method I've come across. Adding the face makeup of your choice. Mine is a medium brown. I think it's by Revlon. You're just going to want to slather that in any place that you didn't put your highlight, and also on your neck and like collarbone area. I also decided to go back in and highlight my collarbone just because it wasn't prominent enough for my taste. Now we're just going to blend it out with a damp beauty blender. This isn't a real beauty blender. It was from a wand. I don't know. It was from Fred Meyer's. And we're going to blend that out until we get the blendedness that we want. I don't know. Right now it looks a little funky because it's not very blended, but it will get there. Trust me. It will get there. And for the collarbones, I tried to use the beauty blender, but it just wasn't working, so I just ended up rubbing it in with my hands. It just worked a lot better. As you can tell, I did not blend out completely, but that's fine because it'll be covered by the makeup soon. Now we're going to take that same concealer and we're going to put it on our eyelids just as a primer so our eyeshadow stays on longer. I have tanner skin, so color usually does not show up as well. I'm now blending it out with, I think it's a contour brush. I'm not really all that sure. Now I'm going to take a neon-ish blue color. It's kind of like a medium blue, and we're just going to do a cut crease method into the eye. I put tape on it just because it helps me use the guideline, but feel free to skip that. And we're going to blend it out all the way up to the eyebrow, just so it makes a nice little ombre. We're also going to take a little bit darker blue and put it on the outer half, and a dark blue on the outermost part of it. Just make sure it's blended so it looks good. Now we're taking a white shadow and putting it on top of the lid just to make it more dramatic. Taking off the tape, we're going to do the same thing under the eye with the medium blue, dark blue, and darker blue, much like we did on the creasy part of the eye. The key to this makeup is definitely blending. We're using a lot of blue in this, and if you don't blend it correctly, it will look really, really bad really, really quick. Now we're going to contour our nose. Contour your nose exactly how you would contour your nose regularly with like brown powder, contour powder and stuff like that, bronzer. But use blue and make sure it's connected onto the eye makeup part, or else it'll just look really gapped and funky. We're going to blend that all up on the nose, and I decided to wing out my eye makeup a little bit more just because at that point I wasn't sure if I was going to do eyeliner or not. I ended up doing eyeliner, but I just thought it would look a little bit better. Now we're blending it with a big fluffy brush. I put a little bit more powder on the brush just so it would blend a little bit better because I just found that I just didn't get enough powder on the eyeshadow brush. I am also going to shade the bridge of my nose a little bit and make weird faces while doing it because I'm a 16-year-old. What else are we supposed to do with our lives? Now I'm going in with a slightly darker brown just to make the contour just a little bit more dramatic. Now we're going to do the Cupid's bow. Pretty much anywhere that normal shadows would hit on your face or where you would normally contour, you want to contour in blue. Don't use like a brown contour that normal people use. We're going for a Pisces look. This was inspired by my astrology sign. So anywhere that you would normally contour or shadows would hit, you want to put blue instead of your normal bronzing or contour color. Now with a nude lipstick, it was dramatically nude. I couldn't believe it. I must have gotten a lot tanner way fast. we're going to then layer on top a purple NYX, I think it's a eyeliner, but I was using it as a lip liner. Gotta improvise sometimes. It's purple, and I thought it would look good, but it didn't, so I'm now gonna cover it, well, once I finish, I'm gonna cover it with a metallic bluey purple, and then a darker blue on the outside corners. Here's the metallic-y bluey purple color. As you can tell, it still looks very purple, but as you layer it on, it will look bluer. See? It's blue. Now we're going to take a shimmery, paley nude color, and we're just going to put it on the inside half of your lip, just as like a highlighty color. I don't know, most people do a darker color in there, but I decided I wanted a light color. Now for the shaping of our face. I just chose to stick with the blue just to keep with the blue pattern because it would look weird if the nose was blue and the rest of the face wasn't. So I used a blue contour just on a contour brush and blended it in. It was literally just eyeshadow. And just make sure it's really blended, because eyeshadow doesn't blend as well on your face, especially on top of face makeup, so you gotta make sure you do small amounts multiple times. Just like pile on a little, blend it, pile on a little bit more, blend it, pile on a little bit more, blend it. I ended up going with a darker blue as I went over it the second time, just so it would create a little bit more depth, but that is totally up to you whether or not you want to get more depth in there or not. With a bigger brush, I then contoured my jawline just because jaws are awesome and I wanted to contour it a little bit now. Now, I tend to have a more muscular slash fatty neck slash collarbone area. I do a lot of sports where upper body area like there is very necessary. So I usually, when doing my makeup, when I'm wearing a shirt that I can see that area of my body, I always contour it. So of course I just contoured it in the blue like I have done the other thing. I decided to switch it up a little bit more just to make it look a little bit more alien-like and add like an arrow pointing downwards in the center, just bringing the collarbones down in the center. But that's completely up to you. What's makeup if it's not fun? Now I'm taking a blue eyeshadow and I am putting it on my eyebrows because blue eyebrows, I don't know. I mixed it with a gel so it would work a little bit better, but you don't have to. It was a pain in the butt to get off an hour later, but it worked. I got it off. Now I'm just curling my eyelashes. I put mascara on earlier and I already curled them, but I didn't put it on camera, so sorry. Now I'm taking my eyeliner and I'm just going to draw one line. This is like my my like template line, just to like see where I want to go. And now I'm taking a eyeliner and I'm just slapping that on my eye to make a wing. I chose to do a dramatic wing. I didn't do it very thick because my eyes just can't carry thick eyeliner like that, but it depends on you how dramatic you want your eyeliner. And then my camera cut out, so I didn't shoot the whole entire thing with me filming it. I elongated my tear duct as well, just to make it just a little bit more edgy and cool. Now I'm just fixing up my line, and I also drug the eyeliner down my bottom lash line. Now I am taking the same blue eyeshadow. I mixed it with water. This might ruin your palette, so I recommend using the cheapest eyeshadow you possibly can for it. I got my brush wet and I just dipped it into the eyeshadow again. Now I'm just making dots in kind of a yin-yang pattern, having one above my eyebrow and one on my cheekbone, just because I thought it looked kind of cool, and I did a bunch of videos for Coachella and I saw that they used kind of more of this method and stuff, and I was like, oh, that kind of looks cool, so I decided to do it here. Also, you want to do the same thing on your neck. I chose to do one line of them going down one of my, I don't know what that part of your body is, but I chose to do dots down there. And I also chose to do on the other side dots on my collarbone, kind of to keep the same yin-yang looking thing happening. It's okay if the dots aren't perfectly symmetrical and circle-ly because we are going for an alien makeup, and I bet if aliens were born with spots, that they would not be perfectly circled. So who wants to be perfect anyways? To tie in the astrology theme of this video, I decided to put my astrology sign on my neck. Thinking back, I wish I would have put it next to my other collarbone, but I liked it on my neck better. I am taking the same blue eyeshadow with the water, and I'm tracing the H that I drew on with the pencil eyeliner. And then I'm going in with a extremely dark blue, almost black eyeshadow right here. And I'm just adding some shading so it looks like it's kind of popping off. I hope you guys liked this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Love you all. Bye.